Hi everyone, welcome. In this video, I'm going to show you how data is replicated from a source to a destination, leveraging on what we call CDC replication using Amazon Data Migration Service. So it's just going to be a quick video. I'm just going to show you. So what I have here, I have two databases. One is a cluster and one is a standalone. So the target or the destination DB is a standalone, right? And then the source where we're gonna copy the data from is a cluster, right? So let me go to the database and show you quickly. So I've connected to them on here using Bastion host. So as you can see, what you see here is the target, okay? Target DB. So what I mean is if we look at here, this is the endpoint of the target DB, okay? So the data inside of that is this table, this database, okay, and we have this table called users, okay, this table called users. All right. So in here, this is what we have. This data is a copy of the one in what we call the source database. In this case, this is the source database. See the dev instance, and this is the data inside of that source. So both of them, they look the same. That one and then that, they are all like kind of same data, right? So what I want to do is to insert. So for now, let me exit this, exit that, okay? What I want to do is to insert a data in the source database, and then you see it will automatically be replicated or be copied to the destination database. And this is through what we call data migration, what we call CDC. This is a continuous replication or continuous copying or pulling of data. Okay, so we have already set that one up. So again, let me just show you the DMS, how the DMS is connected. Okay, so in here, see, open this as a new tab here. Okay, so in here, we'll come back to the database, but let me show you the migration, what is behind the scene. When I upload or insert a new table or a new data in the table, it's going to automatically replicate that into the destination um, database table. And this is the work of what we call data migration service. I've created a task, okay, called data migration task, and in here can you see we have the type is full load and then CDC. So we've already loaded the data, so that's why you could see the source and the destination table are the same. But if you make changes in the source database, we want it to have a copy being populated in the destination database. Hence, we are leveraging on the CDC. Okay, this is the engine behind everything. I have a separate video if you want to know more detail end to end. It's a full video. I'll recommend or I'll entreat you to watch that. Those of you who are interested in this data migration going forward. Okay, but here I just want to show you how CDC work in what we call DMS. Right. So going back to the database, so we are going to connect to the source and then insert a new user into the database, and then I will show you how it's going to be populated. So in our source, let's copy the source endpoint. Okay, as you can see here, I'll copy the source. Oh, okay, let's copy properly. Copy all the way to here to the password. I'll provide my own password anyway. Okay, so here, just going to say enter and then my password and then enter. Right, so here I'm inside of the source database. I'm going to insert the data in here, but before I do that, let me switch to the DB I'm interested in. The database I'm interested in, that one is called my app. Okay, so I will say use my app. Where is that? Let me show you how is it. So I will say use my app. Okay, or first of all, I can show you all the database. So all the database, copy. Let me show you at least. So let's show all the database. Okay, and this is the one we are interested. So use my app. In here, there's a table called users. So if we come here, let me copy the command quickly. So I'll say use my app. Okay, so if I come to, where is it? Okay, here. If I come here, I'll say use my app. Okay, so we are now using my app, which is the database, and inside of that database I can say show my table, but let's go straight to say list the stuff that are in there, the users that are in there. Okay, oh, where is that? Let's use it. Okay, that will work. Right, so this is the source and this is the data we have. Okay, now I'm going to insert another user called J Johnson. Okay, let's have look at J Johnson. I'm going to insert J Johnson. So I'll copy that. Okay, and then you will see, enter here, enter. Right, so now uh, if I go and then again say select all, you could see J Johnson will be part of the new list of users. Let's go in here and enter. Now we have J Johnson. Right, I'll exit this. I'll exit the source DB. Fingers crossed. Okay, the DMS is working behind the scenes, so this data should be populated to the target DB. So let me exit that. Exit the source DB. Enter, and then let's come to the source. Not the source. I mean the target DB. Copy the endpoint, and then we will also connect to that, and hopefully J Johnson will be replicated to the destination DB. Okay, so let's find that DB, and then it's the target one, and then all we need is the endpoint. Oh, where is the endpoint going? All we need is this endpoint all the way to here for the target, and then we're going to provide our password. Okay, enter. Fingers crossed, it should replicate it in there. So for now, I'm going to use, so move to the DBs, or just, I can just say show all DBs, so you know, and then we can switch to it. Okay, where is the command? So show DB. I'm gonna show all database. Okay, enter. Okay, so this is the DB, and then what we're gonna say is switch DB, use DB. Okay, use the DB. The DB name is my app. Okay, that's the name. So use my app. Basically, we are switching to that database, and then we have switched to that database. What we can do now is to list all the table, okay, inside of that. So you're going to say list or, okay, or if you want to list all the users, that's the command we need. Copy that. And remember, this is the target DB. So fingers crossed. I've literally crossed my fingers. Yeah. Hopefully, I want to see J Johnson in the target. My fingers are crossed. Touch wood. Here we go. Right. So data migration is highly cooking on the gas, which we are all happy. Can you see that? So the source data has the same copy. Sorry, the target data has the same copy as the source data. The data is being replicated. Happy, happy days. Right. If you want to know more about this, please let me know, and I'm happy to do that. Happy, happy learning. See you later. Bye bye.